And we have more sports coming up, including we've all been confronted with weather delays when traveling, and we've all seen our share of egos in sports. Well, this was the story. The inevitable weather delay because of snow in Chicago. There we were with the pro basketball team. We couldn't leave the airport. The flights weren't leaving. The players were really frustrated. They want to get on their charter plane, sit back in their luxurious seats, listen to music, and enjoy life, but nothing was leaving. Well, this one basketball player with an ego to match his 7-foot stature gets up, moves towards the front of the line, greets the passenger agent and says, "Excuse me, ma'am, do you know who I am?" Well, without missing a beat, she picks up the microphone and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, we have a minor problem. We have a gentleman here who doesn't know who he is. If you can help identify him, please come up to the front of the desk." Well, he was a little embarrassed. The tall guy who plays basketball in short pants quickly got back to his seat, razzed by all his teammates. A rather humorous situation. Athletes and sports personalities can offer a certain degree of motivation, inspiration, and dedication. You know, you look at some great athletes. Bob Molly, a Canadian wrestler, 18 days before the Olympic Games in Los Angeles, he suffered a herniated disc. Doctors told him he wouldn't be competing in the Olympic Games. But Bob Molly dug down deep. One day after his operation, he's working hard in the hospital room. He's out of the hospital, he's preparing for the Olympics, and yes, he competes in the Olympic Games and wins a silver medal in wrestling for Canada. You talk about inspiration. And how about our women's Olympic hockey team? They're competing in Salt Lake City. Their opponents in the gold medal game, the United States, had not lost in 35 games. Here we are, the gold medal game. Canada is handed 8 consecutive penalties, so they have to dig down deep, and they have to kill off those penalties, and that they do, and they win a gold medal. The first time Canadian women have a gold medal in Olympic hockey history. And a sidebar to that story, our men's Olympic team sitting in the stands witnessing this great inspirational effort on the ice. The men follow up with their own gold medal. So Canada wins their first ever gold medals in women's and men's hockey at the Salt Lake City Olympics. So, regardless of the detours that we all face in life, we can gain motivation from others, including many of our great sports personalities. Violent behavior is still a concern in sports. I had the opportunity to author a report eliminating violence in hockey. I found it definitely enlightening and at times very disturbing. I think the key is, and the safe thing to say, a level of aggression and intensity is inherent to hockey played at all levels. When hockey's played the way it should be played, there's nothing better. But it's no secret, we still have a problem. We have a problem on the ice and off the ice with players, coaches, and parents, and it's an ongoing scenario. I think the key is we must remember our young players aren't born to be violent, they are shown to be violent. I'd like to share some of these stories with you, some memorable moments in sports. For example, the story of Muhammad Ali. We were with Muhammad when he was chopping wood on Canada's west coast, preparing for a heavyweight fight. A wonderful, inspirational story. I'd enjoy sharing the story of co-hosting a Winter Games in frigid weather with respected Canadian Rick Hansen. And I'd like to talk about the singing ambitions of Canada's favorite hockey dad, Walter Gretzky. And so many more informative, entertaining, and humorous sports stories. I'd hope to be able to share them with you at your upcoming function. Thank you very much for your interest.